show off. This is going out once again to my buddy Pat. Another gift watch. If you saw the Steelers build not too further back in the list of builds, I built that one I think last weekend. That one and this one are going out to go over to a couple of his friends. So Stu and Kelly, hope you love your watches. This is the West Virginia build. So this one was a little bit tough to build just because in order to do the dial the way we wanted it to be, the dial was a bit thicker. So with the dial being a bit thicker, we could only use hands that had basically a shaft that came down on them. So had a gold set that I could use that did that, but it put the hands super close to each other, which isn't a problem. It was just harder for me to do. So custom West Virginia laser dial. Did a scene on one side, lasered on there, and then did the West Virginia logo on the other side. I did a gold handset on it. I did a gilded ring inside the glass going all the way around. And then I had a very West Virginia-y yellow seconds hand that I thought would be perfect. I have held on to this hand for over a year and found a home for it. So I thought it looked awesome with it. So fully antique bronze cerakoted case, bezel, crown, caseback, and SS band. Actually, that's I lie. We have the bezel done in antique brass as well as the crown in antique brass. So if you hit it in the light, you'll see this is lighter, this is lighter, this is darker. So it is very subtle. When you're looking straight on, you hit the light, like I was doing, you forget that those are actually two different colors. Very close in color, but two different colors. I did a gilded rotor inside here. You can't see it because it's a solid case back. And I did a stainless steel movement holder in there, which once again you can't see. Those upgrades. Well, I don't know that the rotor's an upgrade. It's just a cooler addition to the build. But they're inside there, I promise. Bezel will turn left. Bezel will turn right. They're just held on with a tension ring. There's no clicking. Not that it will matter to you since there's nothing on there that it matters whether it sits here or it sits here. Automatic mechanical, so you can wind it, you can wear it, you can put it in a watch winder, but if it's dead or you're not going to be very active, make sure you wind it up just a little bit to make sure you're keeping time. And how you do that is you back the crown off the threads until you hear clicking. At that point, you can wind. And a wind is a turn that way. Turning it back towards you doesn't do anything, but it's a lot easier to keep your finger spacing and just go back and forth. If you do this for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, even if you're not very active, you will keep time throughout the day. And if you do it for something closer to 20 seconds, you're going to max out your 31 plus hour power reserve on it. You cannot overwind it, so don't worry about that. But that is what I do. I just wind them and set them down and make sure they keep time the next day. Whenever you're comfortable with how much you've wound up your watch, pull it to the one and only click, and you can now set your time. It does not have a hacking movement, so it's going to keep going. You just need to, you'll notice you've got a little bit of a wobble crown right here. That deflects lateral pressure from going into the stem and into the movement, so when you're pushing and prying on it, you are not bending anything. So if you feel that rotation right there, that is nothing. That's just helping you make sure you're not bending anything. So, as I said, not a hacking movement, so it's just going to keep going. Okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 2:13 p.m.
2:13 p.m. When you're good, push it back over, get it out of that time setting, and screw it down. And that is the build. So, hope you love it, man. Wanted to do more of a graphic dial for you, and took a long time. Took 3 dials to get you a dial that looks proper. As with everything, we do matching beads, and the wife decided, well, we should probably get some West Virginia color in there. So, West Virginia color there, bronze there. So there's your bead set, sir. That's going to come in a custom West Virginia logo box. Your build and warranty cards are inside here. Your laser etched cards. One on the front, one on the back. And then it is going to come with watch cleaner. This is good on all glass and metal parts of this watch as a whole. And then some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon, just repackaged. It's for your acrylic glass. You can scratch it if you do. Put a tiny bit on it, buff against it, filling that scratch. Utilize your included microfiber, and you will get it buffed off in no time. Go against the scratch, not with the scratch. So you are filling the scratch, and you should get it knocked out in about 20 seconds. Just generate some heat with your thumb, and just keep kind of polishing it. You're kind of doing like half circles or partial circles, more like ovals, I guess. But you'll knock it out quick. So that is your build. Now with the Cerakote, this is we bead blast, we Cerakote, and bake it to harden it on there. So it's kind of in between paint on a car and rhino liner. So it's abrasion resistant, but you can definitely, if you like rub this on concrete, you're definitely gonna scratch it, and you can't come back from that. You'd have to have, just like a vehicle, you have to have it sanded down and or bead blasted in this case, and then reapplied. So treat it like your car. You know, if you wouldn't rub your car on a brick wall, don't rub this, because the same thing will happen. So, but that is your build, sir. I hope you love it, and appreciate the support. And if you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out, and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe, as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.